Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Started working on this dash. I took this epoxy, sanded in 30 minutes. I filled all the cracks, glued all the pieces on, super glued and fixed all the mounts. Now I'm going to strap the mounts, and then I'm going to try to smooth these places out here a little more. And when I do that, I'm going to spray this with a flat black paint, or as dark gray as I can, probably flat black, and see how that works for this. I think that's better than leaving those cracks open, and takes a little more time, but I closed those cracks off. I also took the vent plate off of there, and a piece was chipped and missing already. Have no idea where that went, but a piece chipped there. I glued that back together. So that's where I'm at with this dash. Let me go get the flat black paint and spray this thing and try to smooth this out just a little bit with a little sandpaper or something, and hopefully it'll look like new, and then get this thing delivered to where it needs to be installed at. Went to Home Depot, got the kind of screws I need. They got a special name for them. I didn't know that. Where they at? There they are. Lathe screw, L-A-T-H. Put those brackets in. I enlarged the holes a little bit with a drill bit. I sand this stuff down a little bit with a Dremel tool. And now I'm going to dust it off and spray it with this fast drying all-purpose flat black paint. I hope this stuff dries better than it went on. Almost runny a little bit, and it's not as flat as I wanted it to be, and I could see the spots that I did the repairs on. Not cracked, but wanted to give that a shot, so we'll see how it dries. Now we have the large toolie on deck. The only damage I could find to it on it is right here. Starts about right here. I need to stop drill that, and it goes to there. I need to stop drill that, and then I need to patch this little piece here with epoxy and stuff. So I'm gonna try to scrape out this filler they put in there, a little bit of it, try to get that matched up perfect, and epoxy that close. Then on the inside I'm gonna put some screen, fiberglass screen like you put on windows. Let me clean this off and try to get this going. I have my tow hitch in here and knocked most of the loose paint and rust off of it. If it warms up enough tomorrow, I'm gonna paint that thing and try to get that installed. So it's getting late, a little cold. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap this up for the day. This did set, so I'm gonna open up the unit and work on the inside, try to get the inside solid so I can have that thing the way I need it. I guess I'm gonna take this off. These, I guess, come off so that it's out of the way of me repairing that mount there tomorrow. So gotta try to get at it early. There it is, folks. Sunny Las Vegas. Man, it is like 2:30 and I'm just getting started on my tinker day. And the first thing I want to do is put this IPD anti-sway bar on Lemonade. Everything is there except the bolts. So I need to find the bolts to put that on. They might be in that little pan over there. I got another IPD bracket there. So I'm going to look for these bolts, get this car in here, and swap out that anti-sway bar so that I can get this thing aligned tomorrow and get this tire replaced. I got a bald tire on the front. Let me get to work on that and keep moving, because I need to get this thing finished, figure out what I'm gonna do with this hook that belongs in here, and probably put some paint on there and wash this off if the paint has the proper temperature. So I might set that thing in the sun so it can heat up a little bit. I'll check a couple of my boxes because I may have the mounting hardware for the anti-sway bar and new anti-sway bar bushings in one of these boxes. I think I ordered a set from IPD, so let me take a look for that. Got the tires off. Want to get the orientation of this right. The bar is hooking down toward the front, and that sway bar end link is coming up here, mounting here. The other anti-sway bar end link on the other side is torn. I thought these things were just replaced new. Maybe I thought they were good, didn't replace them when I put these used struts on here. Anyway, let me go ahead and get these loose and then drop the subframe after I take the steering rack loose. Got the bar out, and to my surprise, that knocking was likely these sway bar end links, because the bushing in the bar, well, maybe it's knocking a little bit because it is torn. Knocking right there, maybe. You can hear it knocking every once in a while. But it's the Volvo bar for the T5R. Bushing's not totally worn out, but probably worn enough for it to knock. But the end links were totally destroyed. So let me try to get this other bar wiggled in there without taking the end links off. I might have to take those off to get it in. And that's the difference in the thickness of those bars. The one with the end links on is the IPD anti-sway bar. See the thickness difference? Helps stiffen it up and reduce body roll. Got that anti-sway bar replaced. You really do need to take the anti-sway bar end links off. I did not loosen the front subframe bolts, but I did loosen the rear subframe bolts. I got these HD Melee anti-sway bar end links on, and I am ready to go. But I think I'm gonna replace this front bumper. This one's cracked, beat up a little bit, painted, and I have one in the back that is not cracked and painted. So I'm gonna swap these out. The one I've been carrying around is getting marred up because I've been throwing stuff in the back of the car with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that so it don't get any worse. A couple strange things. I took this air guide off, and you can see the dirt accumulation in there and where the intercooler weep hole is, because everything else is caked with dirt and grease, and where the weep hole is, it's where the boost is blowing out. Then I found a letter jammed up in here from somebody separating from FedEx and from Cardinal Health, this Jackson person. And the letter's dated last, I guess that's April 1st. That's April Fool's Day. Anyway, interesting. Let me go ahead and get these screws and pins out of the bottom of this bumper, and then cut these rivets away and slide this one off, slide the other one on. There it is, boys. That bumper is off. I can't tell how long it took me, probably 30 minutes. But that's what it looks like with the bumper off. Just the bumper skin. See, your fog lights are still there. Your intercooler is here. See where all that stuff is blowing out of that weep hole and blowing into that thing. That thing even has the back clip piece on it that clips into the back of the radiator right there. So that thing was nice and secure. Let me grab the other bumper, put it on so I get out of here. I also need to put my mileage and date on my oil change. I'm going to put like somewhere around May 21st, 118,000 miles. Now I know where it's at, Mobile One. Here it is, folks, the replacement bumper. It ain't cracked, but it does have some road wear on it. I need to get that junkyard symbol or whatever that is off of there, and maybe put some conditioner on it. Whoever harvested, they just cut the fender wells off, so I'll cut those rivets out of there and take those off and get this thing put on. Only thing I could get that writing off with was acetone. Gasoline didn't do it. Brake parts cleaner didn't do it. Goop Be Gone didn't do it. Acetone and a wire brush. So I went and wiped the rest of it down with acetone. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some Forever Black. I might as well hit that piece too while I'm at it. There it is with some Forever Black on it. It ain't perfect. Just got a thin coat on it, but it is better than it was. I'm gonna go ahead and install it before it gets dark out here. It gets dark out here about 4:30, 4:45. Thing I like best about this car, man, this thing ain't got no rust on it nowhere. Nowhere. Shocked. Maybe the rotors. I think you got a guarantee that they'll rust. Other than that, it's looking good. Go ahead and slide this thing on here. I never noticed that clear tape there to protect the paint from those eyebrows. That's a new one on me. Being installed, it took the shape a little better. There was a buckle right here, still there, little buckle. And there's a buckle right here. This is bowed up. We'll see if it straightens out over time. But looks better than the other one. And lessen the risk to tear the other one anymore. Let me go ahead and pop these rivets in here, and I'll be done with that. Hey, that's more yellow than this fender. It's about as yellow as those doors. I wonder if it's been painted. Got it riveted in. And on this splash guard under here, it is clipped in. Air guide is secured properly. It's got the 3 clips across right there. It's clipped in the back right there. Then it's got the 2 10mm on the ends. Now I did scrape all that gunk out of it, so I should be good to go. But I got a little leak here. I think this transmission fluid coming out of that axle seal. I'm gonna manual swap this, so I'm really not gonna worry about that. But if it leaks a little more, I might start checking the fluid, keeping the fluid topped off. Gilbert gave me the sponge to touch this bumper up. Looks better. Think I'm all done here. Let me get my glasses out of here so I don't crush them with the hood. Close the hood, jack the car up, get the jack stands out, let the car down, torque the wheels, clean up my mess, see if I can clean that up and paint that tonight. Flip that Thule over, open that up and fix the inside of that. Then I should be ready to pack up this car and head to California. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.